Hey, it's Tuesday, and we are continuing our talk on measurement. We have moved from perimeter to now area. So what is the difference between perimeter and area? I'm going to be asking you some questions like that at the end of your assignment. You've already watched some videos on both of them. And so what are some things that are different about them, and what are some things that are the same? Well, I want you to be thinking about that as you're solving today's questions. But first, I want to go over with you exactly how I want you to tackle area problems. Let's take a look at our STAR reference sheet. I'm going to make it a little bigger for us. Okay, so we know that when we, next to our perimeter, we need to add all the sides, Well, next to area, we have that the area of a square, you can find it by multiplying side times side. What I want you to do is say that S means sides. A lot of kids forget that. So that just means the one side of the square. Of course, every side of a square is the same. So you take one of the sides and you multiply it by the other. And then for a rectangle, we know that area is equal to length times width. And over to the side here, I want you to say L is length and W equals width. Now, another way sometimes it is worded is B for the base of a shape. And that just means, like, if I were looking at this picture right here of the star, this would be the base because it's at the bottom. So whatever measurement this is, and then sometimes they say this is the height. Kind of like if you were thinking about a billboard, because we know that billboards are something we can see. And so the billboard has a bottom, that would be one measurement, and then it goes up. It has a height, and so that would be another measurement. So, but this is the one we're going to stick with, length times width. We can go ahead and just scratch this one out. Okay, so I want you to highlight what we're looking for, and then I want you to write the formula. A equals L times W. Okay, that just means you take one of the sides and you multiply it by the other. Just like yesterday, our sides are noted by letters, and then they tell us down here what each side measures. So I want you to put in the measurements. Okay. And then multiply them together. So I'm going to do my workspace over here because we don't have a lot of space. 5 9/10 times 5 9/10. Now, it doesn't matter if our numbers are the same for a square or different for a rectangle. We take one side and we measure it by the side that it is joined with, okay? I'm not going to multiply this side times this side. As we know, I want you to think of an array. So I'm just going to erase this. Area kind of sounds like array, doesn't it? Area, array. When you were in 3rd grade, you started to learn multiplication by creating arrays. And you would make little arrays and then count the dots. And then you learned that if you take the number of columns, which I have 3, and multiply it by the number of rows, which is 4, it would get you all the dots in your array. So I want you to think about it that way. Think about area, array. Okay, take one side and multiply it by the other. Okay, let's do our square right here just as a little check. 9 times 9 is 81. 5 times 9 is 40 plus 8 is 48. Put my placeholder. 5 times 9 is 40. Cross my 8 out, put a 4. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 4 is 29. 1, 8, 3, 3. And then I am multiplying decimals, so I'm going to highlight the numbers behind the decimal, same in my answer. So my answer is 33 and 81/100ths. Okay. All we're doing today is just multiplying. Tomorrow we're going to be checking out some manipulatives to help us really understand why multiplying for area and adding for perimeter actually works. But for today, I want you to take your formula, plug in your numbers, okay? Think about array, area, array. We always multiply with arrays, and get your answer, okay? Check your multiplication.